Hola, how is everyone? I hope good. I am Sunny with Healing Power of Divine Universe, and I am here with a reading on what does your family miss about you the most. If you don't have any contact with your family, if you have had an out, like a breakup with your family, you haven't talked to them in a long time, you don't spend any time with them, what is it that they miss about you most? So let's figure it out here. Before I start, I ask that you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification if you want to be notified when I upload more videos. Hit that like button and share this video if you think others can benefit from my messages. Otherwise, let's dig in and see what they miss about you the most. The first card I pulled is the Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords is triumph over adversity, inner strength, and mental clarity. So they really, it's the Wands, excuse me. What am I thinking? It's the Wands. New venture or a way of life, pregnancy or birth. So with that being said, they miss maybe the way that you venture out. Maybe you can always create a new venture. Maybe if it's in business, if it's in just things to do for the weekend. But they really miss the way that you have the skills to really create new things in your life. To really kind of spice up the way that you live. Maybe you have a different thought process than most people. Maybe you are spiritual and people really miss that about you and your family. Maybe they find it kind of dull and boring without you. So it could be pregnancy or birth. Maybe somebody in your family has given birth to a child and they miss you being there as that happens. Maybe you're really good with children. Children really love you. Or maybe it's because you are pregnant and you've given birth and your family really wants to be around your new child. So we have death. So death is transformation, rebirth. So with that, maybe you are just the type of person that really brings a lot of transformation into their lives, into your family's lives. Maybe they feel kind of rebirthed around you. I don't know if that's really a word, rebirth, but I can't even say it hardly. But they really miss that you are able to transform into a new person, that maybe you go through a transformation every so often and you become this new person, and that really brings a lot of excitement and happiness and a lot of joy into their life. It makes it more exciting, makes it more just thrilling to be around. So it makes it not so dull and boring all the time. Haunted. The breaking of the floor beneath your naked feet. The creaking of the walls as the cold kisses flesh. You are never really alone when in the company of hauntings within bones. So maybe they're haunted by what happened with you. Maybe they're haunted by the decisions that they've made and the reasons why you're not so close with your family. Maybe they're being haunted in real life by your ancestors or your deceased loved ones because of what they've done to you. If they've done something bad to you, they don't have to have done something bad to you, but they're haunted by the decisions that they've made towards you is what I'm feeling with this card. Maybe they really threw you under the bus. Maybe they did something that really hurt you and it really tore your family apart. But they're being haunted by something, and I'm assuming it is by the decisions that they've made and how they've treated you, is what I'm hearing. Choices. Feeling blocked, restrained. So their choices that they've made in this family dynamic have really left them feeling blocked, restrained. Maybe their karma is that they're not able to move forward. If you can see this little girl's face, she looks very, very sad. Maybe they're blocking their own selves with regret and just maybe feeling kind of disgusted by what they have done, if they've really shunned you, if they've pushed you out of their life, and they're just feeling very restrained when it comes to making a new step, towards a new life, towards their new path, towards, anything in their life. So they're really haunted by their choices. Now that I see it, if you look at it, they're haunted by their choices they made. So I'm on the right path there for sure. We have the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups stands for love proposals, romantic, idealistic young man. So they're really struggling in their love life. Maybe they hindered something that was trying to grow with you and another person. Maybe they backstabbed you. Maybe someone was jealous over a love situation that you had and it really broke your family apart. Maybe they're not being offered love by other people because other people are seeing the choices that they made regarding you, and people are really starting to kind of shove them out, maybe shun them. It's kind of what I'm hearing. But they're not having very many love proposals in their life. And maybe they're missing the love that you brought into their life. Maybe you were the heart of the family, because if you look at it, it's holding a heart. So maybe you were the heart of the family that really kept this family going, that really kept this family full of love, and really no one else is able to connect your family together without your love. Maybe this family doesn't even really talk anymore. I feel that this family might have really deceived you, might have really hurt you. Maybe you were different than what other people were in your family. Maybe you were the sensitive, very loving one, and your family, the rest of them aren't really like that, and they didn't really understand it. They didn't understand your value to what you brought into this family and how you kept this family bonded together with your love. Page of Swords, gossip. I don't think they maybe they miss gossiping with you. Maybe you guys would gossip about other people. Maybe you knew a lot about other people. If people were gossiping about you, I wouldn't understand why people would miss that. But you never know. People are very strange. But maybe this has created a lot of gossip. Maybe people are gossiping about your family and what they did to you, and why your family is kind of broke apart at this time. We have confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. A Leo can be strong in this. But your confidence, they really miss your confidence. Maybe you are very strong. Maybe you're very courageous. You're very, just a person that really stands in their confidence, and you really project that out into the world. And they really miss that because maybe by you being so confident, you allowed everybody else to be confident around you. Maybe they're going through a struggle or going through a hard time right now, and they really need your confidence to help them throughout this journey. But they really did see that you were a very confident person, and it really allowed you to succeed in life. And maybe with your confidence, they felt like they could succeed also. We have the Eight of Swords. Now, the Eight of Swords is feeling restricted by fear, being withdrawn. So maybe you never were really restricted by fear. Maybe you never let fear stop you. Maybe you have taught your family members to always, go for the gusto, to go for what you want, to stand your ground, to be confident, to show the world exactly who you are. You have never allowed anything or anyone to make you withdrawn. You've really been outspoken. You've really, really stood your ground, and with confidence being the key to success, they're really missing your confidence because they don't feel as confident as they used to when they were around you. We have the Two of Cups. Now, the Two of Cups is new relationships, new start that brings happiness to all at home. So maybe they're hoping to have a new start with you. Maybe they're needing to apologize for something that they've done to you. They're really hoping that they could have this new start so it could bring the happiness back into the home. I feel that your family's very haunted by the choices that they made. Maybe they really did something that really hurt you bad. Maybe they gossiped about you, which broke your confidence. And what by doing that, that's kind of the karma that they're receiving back. They're feeling very blocked and restrained because of the gossip that they were spreading about you and the choices that they made. And they're really wanting a new start with you because they know that you were the happiness, you were the love of the family that really kept this family bonded together, that really kept the love going. And that your family is really, when I got the chills when I said that, your family is really restrained and feeling blocked because you're not there to provide that. And that doesn't mean that no one else loves in your family. It just means that you were the heart of the family. And with you not being there, the families broke apart. There is no family without your heart and without your love keeping that family together. They feel like there's no family. We have the Four of Swords, which stands for rest and recovery. Maybe they're not being able to rest because of the fact of their choices, the gossip they were spreading are haunting them so bad that they're no longer able to rest. They're no longer, at night, they're haunted by their choices in their head and by the gossip that they spread about you. And really, it's really weighing on them so deeply that they're not able to rest or recover from this family, breakage. I think your family threw you under the bus. I think they did something to you that really broke your heart, that really made people look at you in the wrong light. They did it, I'm not sure exactly why they did it. Maybe it was because you were so confident and you were so successful that they were jealous of this, so that's why they made the choices that they made and they did what they did, but they didn't realize that how much it would haunt them and how much regret and how blocked they would feel and restrained by the choices that they made to hurt you. We have rooted. May you never tear the living ritual that is magic merged within the roots of your being, the soil of your soul. So rooted, when I see that card, it's, when we are a family, when you are family, when you have children, when you have, your parents, your brothers, your sisters, you're all rooted together because that's your family. And I think that your family did something to really tear those roots out. And they no longer feel that your family is bonded together. They feel like your family's been ripped apart. All those roots have been ripped out of the ground. And without you there's nothing going to ever allow this family to come back together. Allow it to be strong, rooted together. And that's why they're being haunted by the choices they made, especially by the gossip that they spread about you. Forget who you are, conditioning falls away, memory no longer defines you. And with that, I think that your family really judged you harshly. I think that they're having to forget who they are. Maybe they were not such great people before. Maybe they made really bad choices back in the day, when you're a child or from generation after generation. And I think your family's wanting to forget who they are, forget what they've done. And they're going to really ask for forgiveness and really want new love, new bond with you because they're missing the happiness that you brought to their home, to their life. Maybe they've had their own transformation, their own rebirth, and they're realizing what they did to you was wrong. And they're really regretting it. And it's haunting them each and every day. And they would like to come together and plant roots again, plant the seeds, roots to grow, to bring this family bondage back together so you can have a more happy, loving, successful family. Four of Pentacles, security. So they definitely miss the security that you brought to each and every one of them. The security that you brought into the family. The secure feeling that you brought to each and every one of them when they were around you. And right at this moment, their security has been knocked. and they're not feeling very secure within themselves, within the family, and in the whole situation. But they feel if you come back together, that the security will definitely bond again, and everybody will go back to feeling secure, and there will be a lot of security in this family dynamic. Keeping the faith. So you help them all keep the faith. Keep the faith within themselves, keep the faith within the universe, that, no matter what, if you keep your faith, that anything's possible, and you can be very successful, and with keeping the faith, that the universe would really bless you all. So at this point, maybe they are trying to keep their faith that this can all come back together, that you will forgive them for whatever they have done to you, and they're keeping their faith that they can have a secure, happy home once again. Conclusions are within a reach, full moon eclipse. So the conclusion is within a reach. The conclusion of this situation, they know. So maybe they're haunted by their choices, and they're really kind of scared of what you're going to decide. Maybe they're going to come towards you and apologize. Maybe there's a truth that has to come out to really allow this family dynamic to come back together. So they're keeping their faith until the conclusions are within, reached, and they know what your decision's going to be. We have the Wheel of Fortune. So they feel that with you, that they have a lot of success. They have an opportunity to ride the wheel on top. Without you, they feel like they're at the bottom of the wheel. Like I explained, the Wheel of Fortune, the wheel's always constantly turning in life. We're up. When we're up, we're doing well. We're happy. We're financially stable. When we're on the bottom, we're teetering on maybe not doing so well. Maybe our finances aren't so well. But they really feel like with you and the family, they're typically on top. But if you are on the bottom, you're a strong person that keeps a family going, that keeps them still keeping their faith, that they can make it through anything, and that you would rise to the top always. Let's see here. We have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of Swords. And the 9 of Swords is sense of anxiety and despair, feelings of oppression. And see, this person is closing their eyes. They're trying to sleep. And this person is doing that because of all the guilt that they're feeling from the decisions that they've made, from the choices that they've made. They're being haunted by what they've done to you. So they've had to have done something pretty shitty to you that has really taken away their ability to rest and recover, and to not be able to stop thinking about it. They are restrained, they are blocked, they are stuck there. So pretty much, they say like monsters in the night come to visit. The monsters are haunting them because of the decisions they've made regarding you. We have the 5 of Swords, and the 5 of Swords is deceit, hidden agenda, unfair dealings. So they definitely betrayed you. Maybe they betrayed you over money. Maybe they betrayed you over just gossiping about you. Maybe they were jealous of you, and they wanted people to look at you in the wrong light, but they had agendas. It was a plan. Your family planned something against you. And now they're being haunted by those decisions, and they've lost their security. They've no longer felt rooted. Forget who you are. Maybe people are forgetting who they are. Maybe people really see them for what they've done, and really abandon them. Maybe that your whole family abandoned you because of money, or because they were jealous of you. But they're being extremely haunted by their choices, and the universe is making them make their choices right. They're having to step up and speak their truth. They're having to let the world know exactly who they are and who you truly are, if they did shed you or make you look bad in other people's eyes. Seduction. Hear the roaring flames with the masterful trance that calls upon heaving chest. Give in to its alluring grip, if you please, but heed my warning of the claws that draw blood without mercy. So this card has been coming out in pretty much every reading since I've been using this deck, so I'm going to read the meaning of this. Sex is the ultimate in desire and temptation. It is not the act of sex that betrays or resolves. It is the delicious journey of passion and pleasure that leads to it. It is the rush of excitement we feel when another can sense our darkest desires and bring them to the surface. It is the loss of control, the desire to at once find freedom and submission. The act of seduction is powerful. It is birthed in passion and sensuality. But beware, seduction is rarely as it seems. It can also be an act of manipulation. It is the rose that promises you much only to leave you pierced by the thorns. Beware the sweet song of seduction when it comes into your spread. Are a few moments of pleasure worth a lifetime of regret? This card reminds you of the consequences found on the road of temptation. Are you allowing others to manipulate you with grand schemes that are too good to be true? It is time to break temptation's hold. It feels good to feel a moment of love, acceptance, perhaps abundance or fun, but be mindful of the cost of such moments. These experiences are free. You do not have to sacrifice your morals, values, or integrity to make another person happy. If someone asks you to do something that feels wrong, know that it probably is. Trust your intuition and follow your heart when temptation comes knocking. So that says it all. We're all mad here. Everyone's a little different. So maybe you are different than your family. Maybe you are very unique. You express your uniqueness and a lot of people don't understand you. Or maybe you look different. Maybe you dress differently. You wear your hair differently. Maybe you have tattoos, whatever people judge, piercings. Maybe you just think differently. But your family was really judging you because you were different than the rest of the family. Death, transformation. That's twice that the death card has came out. So they miss that feeling of transformation, the transformation that you bring into the family. Maybe your family misses you because you are different and you think differently and you bring a little bit of excitement and a little bit of adventure into their life. And I feel that you have gone through a transformation, and I think that your family's really wanting to be part of that. And they didn't realize that at the time that they did whatever they did. I think seduction was a big part of what has broke your family apart. Maybe people have sex addictions. Maybe there is a cult that is around, veered around sex. Maybe that's not the type of person you are. Maybe you find sex to be very a one-on-one type of thing. You find it to be very special and you don't just share it with other people. Maybe some people got jealous and really with gossip and with lies and hate, they tore your family apart. It could be other people outside your family. But this is what your family misses of you. I don't think your family misses your seduction. I think that's a little odd. But this story is really talking about your family deceiving you, doing something to really cause you harm, to rip your family apart. And the things that they miss about you are all the things that they used to look down upon you for, is what I'm hearing. Relationship dynamics. So they really missed the interactions that they had with you. I think the relationships of each and every family member have really crumbled because of this deceit, or because of the way that they judged you. Step out of your comfort zone, North Node. You allowed them to step out of their comfort zone. You're the type of person that isn't afraid to step out of your comfort zone. You don't want to live in no box. You want to live free and wild, and not like wild out of control, but just you want to live free and just allow your imagination to expand and to have fun, and to wear your hair differently, and not to have to fit into what society deems to be normal. And I think you allowed your family to be like that too. You kind of spiced up the family dynamic. You spiced up the way they thought about things. Maybe, they thought one way, and with your imagination, with your expression, with the way that you looked at the world, really helped them look at the world in a different way, and really allowed them to step outside of their comfort zone too. And they really missed that about you. And then the last card I pulled is the Ace of Wands again. So the Ace of Wands is new venture or way of life, pregnancy or birth. So the Ace of Wands came up twice in this. So they really miss the new adventures that you would create, a way of life, the way that you had, the way that you live your life, the way that you made them feel that they could live their life in a new way. There might be a pregnancy or birth you're not aware of, and they're wanting you to be part of that child's life. Maybe you're really good with children. You love children. They love, when you interact with their children. It could be your brothers or sisters, or, it could just be your own daughter or sons if you have kids old enough to have kids. But, I said, what does your family miss about you? They miss everything about you. They miss that you're different. They miss that you bring so much love and light into their life, that you bring adventure, that you have transformed into this beautiful butterfly. And they have missed it because they have done something to you to rip your family apart, to really single you out, to abandon you. And they're really missing all the things that you're going through on your own. And they're being haunted by their choices. They're being haunted by the gossip that they might have spread about you. And they're unable to sleep at night. And they're really wanting to build a new relationship dynamic. They want it to come back together, and they want it to be healthy, and they want to accept you for who you are, because they miss every little thing about you. Maybe they didn't realize how much they would miss you, how much you really brought into their lives by being different and unique, and not being afraid to express yourself in ways that maybe other people don't. But your family truly loves you. It's making me emotional. They are very sorry. And I think that they're doing whatever they can to bring this family back together. They know that you're the heart of the family. And without your heart, this family no longer exists. So that is what I have for you. I hope it resonated with you. Please comment below if it did. I'm curious to know if this is something that has gone on in your life. Otherwise, I'm sending so much unconditional love, so many positive vibes and peace to each and every one of you. Have a beautiful, loving day, and thank you again for watching my channel. If you'd like to donate, there's a link below. There's my PayPal. I would greatly appreciate that. Otherwise, I'll check you on my next video. Bye.